Hi, it's Betty Russo with North Jersey Lifestyle and Real Estate, and welcome to my show, episode number 6. I'm so excited to be coming to you today again to talk to you a little bit about spring cleaning. I know it's winter, but just bear with me for a minute. Back in episode 4, we spoke about preparing your home for sale. Right now, obviously it's winter time still, it's freezing out. Spring really is right around the corner as far as real estate goes. We're seeing our market picking up already with spring activity. And there's really a bunch of things that you need to be doing in order to prepare. But again, this is a little different than the last session. This is a little more with in-depth projects. Things that you hate to do, things that you always put on the back burner. But everything that I talk to you about is going to be essential in helping you prepare your house for sale. So the first thing I want to talk about is your attic space. We all have tons of things in the attic, lots of personal effects, sentimental things that we keep for years and years and years, thinking, well, maybe someday we'll use it, or maybe someday I'll hand it down. Baby clothes, toys, what have you. Really, we're never going to use that stuff, a lot of it anyway. And especially if you're moving, especially if you're downsizing, what are you going to do? Buy extra space just to keep all of your old stuff that you probably haven't even seen or touched in 10 years or more. If you're not bringing it with you, if you don't have room for it, if you don't want to rent a storage space just for your stuff, go through it and get rid of it now. Now that we're in the middle of winter, there's not a ton to do outside. It gets dark early. There's so much that you can get done in your house now that you're not going to want to do when it's time to move. Next, I talk about this all the time. We're in a digital world now. If you have tons and tons of papers, boxes of papers from years ago, bank statements, bills, things that you're never going to need again, scan everything. I mean, if you're that hesitant to get rid of it, if you feel like you might need it some 10 years down the road for some reason, scan it. Reduce the amount of paper that you need to bring with you when you move. Everything can be filed digitally. You don't need the paper anymore. You should really be receiving all of your statements and your bills digitally and paying them digitally so you can cut down on wasted paper. The last thing I'm going to talk to you about is your kitchen. How many gadgets do we accumulate over the years that we just hold on to because we think, we might be able to use that for something? When people come to see your house, they do open everything. They're not going to open your dresser drawers and stuff like that, but your kitchen cabinets, your pantry, your drawers in the kitchen, and the last thing that you want them to see is clutter in there. You don't want clutter in your house at all. I say that all the time, but the kitchen is one of the most important rooms in a house to buyers, and they're definitely going to be checking it out from top to bottom. If they see the clutter in there, number one, you don't need them to see your stuff. But number two, a nice organized kitchen shows the fact that you care about your stuff and you care about your house and you're taking care of it. So make sure to clean up the clutter in your kitchen because I promise you, they'll be going in there. Any more questions, any tips, please feel free to reach out, leave me a note below. Share something with me that we can share with our audience. Maybe a great idea of what you're doing over the winter months. Take care and talk to you next week.